Well, hey y'all, I'm back, and it's the Dredhead Cracker Show. So, and I am the Dredhead Cracker. Uh, and as I pointed out before, the Dredhead Cracker is real. Depending upon what you want to consider reality to be, I have to tell you that that's one of the philosophical discussions that I wanted to have today. I may be the only one I get around to because, like I said, I've been trying to keep these things short as much as I can. Well, anyway, so the subject I was thinking about this morning as I was laying in bed trying to figure out what I was going to talk to you about today, because I know this whole everyday thing, I can't really. I don't know, what do you call it? I can't think up something else really cool to talk about every day of the week. No, I can't. Who am I kidding? Cracker talks all day, every day. Anyway, um, like I was saying, today's show is about the concept of be here now. Be here now. Now. That's right. Be, or no, be you. You be here. Well, right now we're here and now. So just to get it all together, and so in case you don't know what it means to be here now, uh, anyway, be here now is kind of a Eastern religion or Eastern philosophy kind of interpretation into the English language. Uh, and it kind of, there was a guy who wrote this book, and his name was Ram Dass. I think that he might have died when I was living on Maui. He was living on Maui when he died. But anyway, yeah, Ram Dass. He was a philosopher, and I believe he hung out with Timothy Leary a lot, and I don't know, it was all them hippie things, and what is it? Uh, but anyway. And it's a philosophy about literally living in the moment. Now, that's a phrase that came up sometime during the 60s or 70s or something, and it just caught on. And it means the same thing as be here now, living in the moment. You want to live in the moment, not in the future and not in the past. I mean, I certainly have heard people say, "You're living in the past, Dredhead cracker." Well, I have. I mean, they wouldn't say that to you, but you just put in your name there when it comes to uh, living in the past or in the future, because, some people are always thinking ahead while here is going on. And then some people are always thinking about the past instead of what's actually going on right this minute. It's like what goes on just is gone before you can even you can notice it, but you can't talk about it really, because as soon as you start talking about it, it's in the past, and it was very confusing. I understand, and it's not as if it's an actual thing of like living 24/7 in the present, so to speak. That's so live in the present, you know, living in the day, and there's all these phrases like that, and you can use the one that you like best, but it all comes down to be here now, and that is a way of looking at life, not an instruction. Because one, the human beings, we don't, our brains cannot really wrap our heads around now, as distinct from the past or distinct from the future so much, because as soon as you even think about it, it's in the past. So, and you're already on to it. So you basically, if you were going to be here now, you couldn't do no talking. And that, my friends, is a big part of being here now, is just to shut the fuck up. And try to get that voice talking to you in your head all day long to shut up too. If you know what I mean. So yeah, you want to get to this point where, you know, I mean, it's like an exercise to be here now. To literally just kind of sit back in your favorite chair, or if you're into doing yoga, maybe get into a lotus position on a nice mat. And just don't talk or nothing. And then rather than sitting there, as soon as you start talking, I know there's that thing between your ears that starts talking, which is not you, by the way. That's for another conversation. So in the exercise of being here now, you do your best to empty your mind. And somehow, you know, I mean, there's methods of where you get this, that voice up there to kind of go away, so that you can start just be here now. And one of the methods that I don't know how they came up with it, but it's like you have this thing called a mantra. So you're sitting there in your nice chair, and you know, you're either that or you're, like I said, doing the lotus on a nice mat. And then you repeat in your head, consciously, you repeat a certain phrase over and over and over and over again. Now, some believe that you cannot come up with your own mantra. A mantra must really be delivered to you by some sort of a mantra master kind of guy. You would call that a guru, something like that. And so there was one of these gurus. He started this thing called transcendental meditation, which was very popular, you know, a long time ago when people were interested in things like that. And yeah, I forgot what I was saying about that, but anyway, be here now. You just do. Oh yeah, TM. I thought about the Maharishi Maharaj or something like that. Yeah, and his followers, or they were called devotees at that point. I don't remember, but they also had a secret name for themselves. They called themselves zoners, because that's where what would they tell people when they were going to meditate on the mantra, and there you zone out, and rather than saying I gotta meditate today, or time for me to meditate, you know, they like to say zoning, some of them. Yeah, and so they zone out, and then they're capable of just experiencing being here now. And the truth is, apparently, that God, I got hairs everywhere. That is a very peaceful sort of place to be, is now. It's just when you start thinking about it, the vast nows, all the nows that went before. That's mostly what troubles people, is especially when you're younger. You know, it's like when you're younger in life, the only thing you ever worry about is like what you did last night, you know, when you got too drunk or smoked too much weed. God knows y'all would never do anything else, I'm sure. And I would never promote taking LSD, mushrooms, like I said, I'd never do that. So anyway, being here now, it comes right down to one way or another, kind of do whatever you got to do. Everybody can pick out their own thing, and you can pick your own mantra, whatever you want to call it. And remember, you don't say it out loud. No, you can though. Yeah, you can say your mantra out loud. It's just that if you do it internally, inside, in your quiet voice, and I mean the one that is you, not the one that's talking, that says, when you go, I ain't got no voice. Well, it was that voice that said that. I mean, he goes, what is the crowd talking about? I got no inner voice. Isn't that right? Damn straight, the thing inside will say, because it don't want you paying no attention to it. Because it's fucked up. It tells you every time you make a little mistake, it tells you you're such a jerk. You're a fuck up because you made a mistake in life. And if you say you want to try to do something new, it's going to just start yelling at you that, no, you can't do that. Are you kidding me? You're going to make a fucking fool of yourself if you go and try and do anything like that. Just stick to what you know, cowboy. Right, well, that's bullshit. So everybody should always be learning and looking for something to learn new. And certainly the Dredhead Cracker does. And Dredhead Cracker, by the way, has been getting into, I don't know, the cryptocurrency. I know it seems like a completely, no, for the Dredhead Cracker does cryptocurrency, and does he understand the blockchain, and could he explain it to me? Well, like I said, other shows will be coming ahead, and maybe we will have a show on cryptocurrency and the blockchain, according to the Dredhead Cracker. Well, I think, folks, that's going to end this conversation, so I want you to keep thinking about the be here now part. If you find any interest in that, and if not, well, then check in next week or read one, or check in on the other videos on the Dredhead Cracker YouTube channel. And by the way, if you do check into the Dredhead Cracker channel on the YouTube, there's going to be that little button that says subscribe, and shoot, y'all, I'd be so honored if you would watch my video and hit the subscribe. You don't got to like it. Just subscribe. I mean, like I said, it doesn't cost a thing. It makes me sleep better to not think people might be listening to the Dredhead Cracker. So anyway, bye y'all.